What's up, everybody? Gideonstactical here. Just want to do a quick intro for you for the next couple weeks. We're going to be doing a bunch of field testing on a lot of the K-Bar Becker BK model knives. These are amazing knives. You really can't go wrong. They are so many different sizes, types, fits, and feels. Regardless if you're getting like the little tiny BK14 Eskabar, or you're going with the big old, BK9, or the BK brand new BK10 Crewman, BK2, all the different knives. We're going to test out a ton of them, thrash on them. Really, for the price point, you can't go wrong. There's some of the best on the market, and they're all under $100. You're going to get a US-made 1095 high carbon knife, that has the handle scales on either side, so they're very durable. You can baton with them, thrash on them, very reliable, and all sorts of sizes, good weight, good sheaths for the most part, and you really can't go wrong with them. They're just amazing knives. So I just wanted to kind of release a series here for one a week for the next several weeks of the BK Becker line. They're just awesome by K-Bar. You're not going to regret purchasing one of these. And I just want to show you this to you as we start to get into summer of 2013, and a lot of you guys are going to be going on backpacking trips and camping. And you're trying to figure out what knife to buy. The Beckers are definitely worth it for the price. You really can't go wrong. So enjoy the next couple weeks in these videos. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay equipped, stay prepared, enjoy these, and I'll see you out there. All right, everybody. We got the BK14 here. Great little blade. It's 5/32 inches thick, or 0.15 inches thick, so just over an eighth of an inch thick. Full flat grind. You got a 3.2 inch blade, and you can definitely do some mild batoning with this little BK14 Eskabar. We'll start off with just some really light stuff here. And the whole reason you baton is so you can get kindling. Right as soon as your fire starts, you got your little twigs and stuff, but you need something that's a little thicker. Then you just split up a little bit of wood, and you can build it on your little teepee or however you're doing your fire. And this little Eskabar BK14 can go through that light stuff really easy. We'll step it up here a little bit, kick it up a notch. Let's see how it does. Much bigger, thicker piece of wood. As long as you can span it, the BK14 can split it. And that's what's really, really cool about this little blade. Just a great little all-purpose mini survival. That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to call it that. A mini survival knife. This isn't ideal, but you're on a little hike and someone gets stranded, you break a leg, just whatever. Or your big knife, you got a BK7, BK9, your BK2 got lost or broken or chipped, just something bad happened. This is a great little backup blade to have, and you're going to be able to baton all the different types of wood that you need to in order to get either your fire started. If it's all wet and snowy, all the wood around you is all wet, then this will get to the dry stuff inside. Or if the fire is just started and you need just to get some better wood going, nice and thin wood. It's going to split. If you can span it, like I said, you can split it with the BK14. Great little mini batoner. So you can see there as I'm stabbing, I'm getting about 3/4 of an inch in, and very durable tip, but this is not a tactical knife. This is a great EDC knife and a great wilderness bush knife, but this is not a good tactical knife. You're not going to want to carry this on your person and have to defend your life with it. It's just not going to penetrate very well. The lockup's fine when I'm doing this, and if I had to dig out a hole, or something for fire, I'm just trying to get to maybe some tinder or something, or whatever I'm doing. The tip is not going to break. I am just like totally prying on this thing and twisting and whatever, but this is not a stabber necessarily. This is not your designated stabber, and if you're carrying this EDC, be really prepared only to cut, to use this in utility tasks, cutting food, cutting rope, cutting materials, cutting wood. It's not going to excel at that type of thing. It's just not going to be a designated stabber. The BK14 really isn't a very good chopper at all. It's not, weighs less than 4 ounces almost. I think it's like 3.8 ounces. You're just not going to chop with this knife. It's just not designed for that. But you can do some splitting if you have to, and notching without too much difficulty. You can see there, that was very simple. And particularly if you're having to do this, with a knife, get a log or something, hollow out like what I did here with the stabbing test. I hollowed it out so I have more torsion on the piece of wood, and it's going to collapse and break quicker on me because there's a hole underneath it, versus if I'm doing it just straight into normal, boom, and hit the camera. There you go. See, I just plowed through. That's pretty impressive, actually. Look at that, clean cut, plowed right through about 1.5 inches maybe piece of wood. And do it one more time here, and this hole definitely helped with that. But I mean, that a lot of that was just the knife. It is very strong. I mean, I can pound on it. Boom, there she goes. Another split. And some more wood. Let's see here. Yeah, you can see that. Wow, check that out, man. So, if you hollow out a little bit of wood, I mean, that helped, definitely. But, I mean, you can still do it regardless if you can't hollow out the piece of wood or whatever. But hollow it out, get a little bit of a, hole there so that the wood has to flex and basically break quicker. But you can do some splitting of wood with the BK14 Eskabar if you have a little pounder, a little baton stick, and you split it like you saw me doing. You can split some pretty hefty wood with this BK14. And I'm very happy with the edge that came on this. They grind this Eskabar in at 15 degrees, which is pretty aggressive, but that's good for a little blade like this, so you can really get that detailed stuff in, and it's razor sharp. So you can kind of do that feather sticks and all those different types of tasks like that you need a really razor sharp, very steep grind. You can just see there all the different feathering that little guy will do. Okay, so just going to show you some little whittling with the BK14 Eskabar. And before we get into that, I just want to talk about the handle here. When you purchase the knife, you get it as in a skeletonized form, and then you can get the Zytel kit. It comes with a set of black and a set of orange for about 15 bucks on Amazon, eBay, around that area. And then you put them on. I would never own this knife without the handle scales. It doesn't fill out my hand well. I don't like paracord wraps. So I would highly recommend, if you're going to get the BK14, get the Zytel handles with it. They work great. I wear large size gloves. You can see that it fills out my hand really well. And I recommend doing a lanyard here. And what's nice is you can then, if you're going to be using this for long periods of time, you put the lanyard in your hand like that, and it just fills out your glove just a little extra. I'm actually going to do it this way. Just gives me a little extra form, comfort, fit and feel to the handle of the knife, and then therefore it just makes it really easy for me to do my carving tasks. And this just slices. It's ground in at 15 degrees, which is a pretty sharp angle. That's why it's able to slice so well. And I mean, this thing can really just go to town, and that's really what it's great for. A BK7 or a BK9 or even a BK2. For all the heavy-duty wood processing, yeah, they're awesome. But I'm not going to sit around the campsite, talking with my buddies, telling stories, or doing whatever with one of those in my hand, and just going to be carving for an hour. Just either having fun carving wood, or if I'm having to actually process it and make it into like a spear for fishing or a tent peg, or something like that. That's going to really fatigue my hand, those bigger knives. So that's what's nice about this little knife. It doesn't fatigue my hand. I can just sit here all day long, really razor sharp, and I can really get those, fine detailed work in. I can do my little notching if I had to, or carving, or I could do a feather stick without too much trouble at all. I'm going to see here if I can do this feathering for you a little bit. And you can just see there, I mean, it is very easy to get some feather sticks going if you had to start a fire. Which, those bigger knives, BK7, 2, or, BK9, they can do that, BK10, Crewman, but it's just going to be a little more fatigue on your hand and not as easy as with the BK14. So great little carver around the campsite. Have one of those big knives for your big wood processing stuff, and then this for all your little detailed stuff just around the campsite or up there in the wilderness. So there it is, the BK14, great little slicer. All right, everybody. So in conclusion, I just want to talk about the sheath really quick. This is not the sheath that comes with the BK14. That sheath is basically bogus. The reason is that it's made out of glass reinforced nylon, which that glass that it's built out of dulls the edge of your blade very quickly, and it rattles a lot, and it just is not a good sheath. So you're going to want to, if you're really going to be using this a lot, and you really are going to want to upgrade. So either you need to get good at using Kydex, which is what I've had to do here, or they sell them on eBay for, you know, around like 20 bucks. You can get a really good Kydex sheath with usually like a Kydex belt loop, so you can, you know, it's all fully enclosed, and it's totally worth it. Right here, what I have is this Kydex, you know, as you can see, and then I have a BLADEHQ lock that I bought so that I can carry it horizontal, because I really like to carry it horizontal, you know, right on my kind of front, so I can grab it easily, you know, as an EDC out there in the wilderness. So, you know, that will probably cost you, if you get one with just a belt loop, you know, another 20 bucks, or if you make your own, you know, this probably cost me a total of $15, 10 for the BLADEHQ lock and 5 for the Kydex. And Kydex is really simple to use and heat up. Once you know what you're doing, you just got to practice a little bit. So this is how I like to carry it right here. I just put it on my belt. So now it's easily accessible, and I can grab it without too much trouble at all. Boom, pull it out, use it. Boom, put it back. It's right there in front. I got my Buck Thug from all my big wood processing, all my large stuff, and then this for all my detailed stuff. So BK14, thumbs up. I love this blade. It is a great little either just EDC or to pair with a large blade, a large survival blade for the smaller tasks. Great blade, thumbs up. Highly recommended by Gideon's Tactical. So, thanks for watching. Stay equipped, stay prepared. We'll see you out there.